There it is.
Hi.
Hi. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Okay, ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Unscripted.
Wow. Hey. Hi.
Hey, Andy.
Hi, Gisele. Welcome, everyone,
Welcome back.
to Unscripted, the podcast where we literally don't have anything to tell you today.
Unscripted.
Oh, that's a new iteration.
Yeah. Maybe.
Nice.
Maybe that's going into 2023.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. So hey, we don't plan for this podcast.
No,
but
and we feel like it particularly unplanned today.
Yeah. Is it? Can you be more unplanned than an unplanned podcast?
Maybe. I mean, because we always kind of plan on, like, I plan on having something to say. I know I'm gonna have something to say. I don't know what it is, but I don't feel like I have something to say today. But we'll probably find something to say.
We always do. I'm confident in us.
We're both kind of tired and frustrated and just different things. Yeah. Like for me, it's my espresso grinder, and that's it. I just want my espresso grinder to work, and that's all, folks.
Right. It's the simple things. Grind the beans. It's a coffee shop.
Grind the beans. That's you've got one job in your life.
Yeah.
Do it. Andy
that
over
seems
here.
It seems like a pretty important thing.
It's really important for me.
Were you just going to reference something about me?
Well, not in regards to an espresso grinder.
No.
But no, I'm gonna say Andy over here is actually like tired from like real things
well,
in life. I'm just tired of adjusting my espresso machine.
Well,
Andy is actually working towards his marathon and doing marathon-y things.
I can't believe you're talking about it after last time. Yes.
Sometimes I care.
I feel supported.
You're welcome.
Yeah. So 100 miles
I'd
coming
watch
up.
you.
Huh?
But
yeah.
Who's gonna sit there and watch a 100-mile marathon?
Well, no,
that's
it's like
that's like watching golf, but like golf
but worse.
worse.
Yeah, it's worse because you won't even see me.
You won't see it. Yeah. What you gonna?
I'm gonna pass by.
And you're
There's
like,
3
I was
loops.
here. I hope you saw it.
Yeah. Here. Okay. I'll be back again in 8 hours. So, that's the 15th, day after my birthday. Hey, we have birthdays this month.
Oh my gosh, we do have birthdays this month.
Aw.
Yay! I'm gonna be out of town for your birthday.
Oh, that's fine.
Sorry.
I'm going to be sleeping in a van.
That sounds like an awesome birthday.
My new RV, my big white undescript.
Did you get the inside like changed over, or are you just sticking like a air mattress back there?
I'm just sticking in air, just a mattress.
Yeah.
Yeah. We have a memory foam, king size memory foam mattress that I'm gonna jam in back there. It's gonna be like a memory foam hammock.
You're gonna have to like fold it in half and.
It's gonna envelop me on all sides. It's gonna be awesome. Best sleep of my life. In my van down by the river.
You're gonna
literally.
be like a memory foam burrito.
I'm literally gonna be in a van down by the river. By the way, so.
Is that
Oil
a
Creek.
song?
No, it's from that skit with Chris Farley. He's a motivational speaker, and he comes in.
Oh my word!
Or you're going to be living in a van down by the river. So I will literally be in a van down by the river, and I am a motivational speaker.
Yeah, it's true. It's like he was foretelling the future.
I am basically Chris Farley, but not nearly as funny. So, that's coming up October 15th. Please pray that
You survive?
Yeah. I don't want to die. Goal number 1. Goal number 2,
Number 1.
I want to finish it within the allotted time and not get pulled. And then 3, I'm raising money for the Erie City Mission.
What are you up to, by the way?
I don't know.
Oh, fantastic.
I'm not.
So you didn't hit your goal yet?
No. Goal is 20,000. It is, I'm lagging.
Somewhere upwards where? Where's the last time you checked it?
0. So that's the last time I checked it. I think I'm around 2,000.
I was gonna say I'm sure you've got something by now.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
But I don't know what it's at. I did send it to Glenn. I was like, hey.
Come on, Glenn.
Come on, Glenn.
Buddy,
help me.
Pal.
The goal is 20,000. We could just get this done today, bud.
Yeah.
So, anyways.
Anyways, like he probably has other things.
Yeah, I'm sure nobody
to, like,
ever asked
save
him
the
for money.
wildlife or something.
Nobody has ever asked Glenn Stearns for a donation. So, yeah, I'm excited about it. I hope I've been mailing out, doing some, but people are good. People are great. You know?
People are
Yeah.
great sometimes.
Yeah. Certain people are great most of the time. Many people are not as great most of the time. So last year I did 13,000. And by me, I mean everybody else that gave money.
Right.
So I really had little to do with it. But
I feel that you had a lot more promotion going on. You just don't have as much time to promote it.
Yeah, I've been slacking.
So much social media presence. I know we've talked about this, about the frustration of social media and stuff like this, but I am like, it's a good thing to build business, but I seriously, the amount of time, I'm getting super exhausted with, like, it's every day, and now we have to do videos for everything every day. It's not just the same, like,
TikTok.
Can't post a photo, because before I could have a photographer, like, take a bunch of pictures, and then we schedule them to post. Right. No, now it's all video. Mm-hmm. So we're having to find time, like, when the coffee shop gets slow, we're like, okay, let's film 5 TikTok videos. And some are fun, some are quick, some are not.
Yours are
fast.
fun. Yeah.
And it's not that I don't mind doing them.
Right.
I'm just busy also trying to run the business and bake all the goods and, keep the place clean and to work on an espresso grinder for 8 hours.
It's so hard to be creative and, like, happy and fun and think about, like, it takes a lot of emotional energy to do a video well.
Especially when you're like, we're showing up today, like, I'm so freaking tired and...
Like, neither of us wanted to, like, log into anything.
We didn't even want to start today. Not that we don't want to do this, but it's just
because once we get going, we're fine.
I don't want to push the buttons. Do you want to push the buttons? It seems like it's exhausting to push buttons.
I don't remember any of the logins.
I had so much caffeine today that
before I got here,
I almost thought I was having a panic attack, and I'm like, no, wait, I think I've just overdone the espresso.
Did you fry all your nerves? They're all cooked now. They're all fried
I'm still tired. More espresso.
I can't. I've had so much coffee too. Here's the thing. I don't know if you folks are experiencing burnout. If you're experiencing, like...
Oh, yeah, maybe that's what we're talking about today.
Well,
here's a little bit of burnout. Here's
the thing. So I've been doing this deep dive into some ancient Chinese literature.
Ooh, share the wisdom.
And what's hilarious is the wisdom is, like, just let things go.
Why didn't someone tell me sooner?
Guess what? If you don't do anything, nothing is left undone.
Dude, I had a customer today. Speaking of great customers, I have a regular, she's a great customer. I don't see her all the time, but, fairly regularly. But she says to me, because I'm working on the espresso grinder, and she's like, how's it going? Haven't seen you in a bit. And I'm like, yeah. Oh, it's always something. And today it's, malfunctioning equipment. And she's like, didn't you hear the answer to all your problems? Like all technical issues, mechanical? I was like, no, what's the answer? She's like, retirement. It fixes all those things.
Early retirement.
Obviously she has retired. And I'm just like...
Well, that's a great idea.
What? Why didn't someone tell me sooner? I am not quite capable of being there yet.
No.
Coffee shop's not making that much money.
No, huh?
Gotta grind away for a few more years. Dun.
Oh, that was adorable. Coffee humor. So I think our world is just designed in a way that sucks the life out of you. It's like, and then we've all bought into this idea of how it all runs.
And the more my life is being sucked out, I have this burning desire to be more connected to nature. Yes. Like, every time I have a minute, I have to step outside. I've got to feel, literally feel the wind, feel the sun, feel anything. Look at a leaf. Like, I'll look out the window and just, look at a leaf. I need to know there's some kind of hope of life. that exists outside these four walls. I've been stopping to see my horse like every day this week.
Have you?
Just to hug her and smell her and like feel connected. I just need to feel the connection, and I am just, that burnout. It's like I don't have time to go ride. I don't have that, like even the energy, but I'm like, I just need to go and just be
hug
near
my horse
her.
around the neck.
Yeah, and I mean she's got her other buddy that's there, and the third horse is gone. She was she's got an injury. She's gonna be pastured for life. But so it's just the two of them, and so
like
they're turning
literally
into
out to
really
pasture.
Out to pasture.
So
these two they're turning into good buddies, and
nice.
the other one has always been very offstandish to me and was never very nice to Ayla. But guess what? When desperation, she's the last one left. So she's nice to Ayla now, and she's finally, after the whole summer of me working on her, she's like really nice to me and cuddle me and stuff. Yesterday,
that's sweet.
Like, that is so cute. But anyway, it's having to go kayaking. I did that a lot a couple weeks ago, and then the last couple weeks now has just been like going to the barn, literally moving dirt. I'm like, hey, you guys need help moving dirt? I'm gonna move some dirt.
I'd like
and
to
they're
shovel
like,
some horse
hard
crap,
and you
please.
paid to be here, so don't move our dirt. And I'm like, I want to move dirt.
I'm gonna sort of move it anyways. I'll move it back. I'll move it back.
I'm like,
I just need to
I'm
dig.
gonna go to the barn for 2 hours, and I'm just filling craters. Like.
Hoe some poo.
Do you feel like that though? Like you need a nature connection?
Well, what's really funny is they've done these studies with like the effect of any piece of nature on human like happiness.
Psyche?
So like even having like a little tiny those, what do they call them, succulents? Those little
little
like even having something like that on your desk literally improves your mood. So like
I believe that.
So your comment about the head, like even a leaf.
I was literally sitting on the couch because I'm like, I had already taken the dogs for a walk like as soon as I got home, or else because if I sat down, like it was one of those days I'm not getting up.
Right.
And so and that helps because I go and I see the water on the walk, and we walk through the park and stuff, so that helps. But I was so tired, and I still had to do work on the computer, so I had to stay inside. And I was like, there's a window. I moved the curtain over, and there's like, like I've cut this little tree thing down 100 times, and the branches keep coming back. And thankfully that branch grew back again because I'm just staring at the branch with like 3 leaves. That's all I could see because it's a tiny window, and I'm like, I'm just staring at this branch.
You little branch. I keep chopping you, and you keep coming back. You're just like me.
Just like me. So resilient.
It's true. It's really, so like I have been running outside a lot more because
the weather's been great.
The weather's fantastic, and I can't run on roads because it really just destroys my knees.
That
so
makes sense.
I've been running trails, and I have been going to the bluffs over in Girard.
Oh, nice.
Which is like right along Lake Erie, and you're up on a cliff, and if you follow the trail all the way in its windiness all the way to the end and run back, it's 10 miles.
Oh, okay.
It's
a good little loop.
Yeah, and you're on the water, and there's like deer.
Yeah.
And like a million squirrels. It's very distracting. And it's just gorgeous, and I love going. So I was there today. I did 10 miles today, and it was awesome. And I feel like I need it.
Yeah. Well, that's like I'll go bike ride, or when I walk my dog through the cemetery, that, because it's like the Erie Cemetery is these beautiful big trees.
Gorgeous.
Tons of rabbits and squirrels and deer and skunks.
There's
seen it all.
Almost as many living things as dead things in that.
It's true.
It balances.
And that's one of those things that's like strangely you wouldn't expect to like find a cemetery to get connected to nature, but when you're in the city, you don't have a lot of options. And that happens to be a really nice cemetery. So
and the trees in there are gorgeous.
The trees are huge
They're
and gorgeous.
Massive,
yeah. They're like the best trees we have in all of the city. Because like for some reason our city like cut down all of our trees at one point in time. I mean, there's side streets that they have them, but like our downtown, like they cleared out. Because I was looking at old photos.
Was that under Tullio?
Peach Street, maybe. It's been, I want to say, like 20.
They'd also tore down a bunch of like historic buildings.
Ah, fantastic.
Yeah. Put up really ugly ones.
I saw in like the 50s, 60s some old pictures, and I was like, holy cow, like there's big beautiful trees
Yeah,
along
sad.
the street
Yeah.
where I'm at in our neighborhood, where we
Oh.
have nothing but blazing sunshine in the summer now and nothing for people to have shade while they walk
Thanks,
the
Coolio.
shops. And it was because at that time the city didn't want to keep spending money to maintenance the trees and take care of them. And
Let's
that
take
was
them down.
because I researched like why are we not allowed to have trees anymore or something, and turns out no, it was like budget cut. And
Like cutting, literally.
and think about how gorgeous our
Stupid.
neighborhood would be. Like
I
we got
know.
these beautiful historic buildings, and how pretty it would be with
Well,
great big, gorgeous
I
trees.
live in Glenwood,
Yeah,
where-
we've got lots of trees
where
there.
none of the trees were cut,
Right.
and they're amazing.
Yeah.
Yes. So
One of the initiatives going forward, we need trees back
We
in
do.
our neighborhood.
it's
Yeah.
too bad you can't plant.
It's proven that people will shop and frequent an area more if there's trees.
Oh yeah.
That's why the downtown planted all those tiny trees back.
Yeah.
Although, like, kind of catch, they didn't choose the right tree because now everyone's complaining they kind of stopped. Like, they're just little decorative trees.
Oh.
They don't actually provide shade for people to walk. Because I think it was like they're trying to, like, make sure they don't grow tall enough where they got to trim them to hit the... Because we have all these low-hanging wires everywhere. Erie's kind of outdated. They're getting there. They're moving towards underground wires and stuff. But
downtown.
yeah,
there,
downtown.
Yeah.
We have two parts of our downtown. We have downtown, and then like downtown outside of our downtown.
Yeah.
And most cities don't do
Wired
this.
downtown.
But financially speaking, our downtown is getting all the money to do things. And areas like myself,
Yeah.
we're called corridors
right.
now. We don't get called downtown. We're corridors to our downtown.
Yeah. Where you have to create your own nonprofit in order to like
That's what I did to get any funding
money
at all.
funding to change your neighborhood for the positive impact.
But we finally have cool stuff going on, like the murals finally getting put up.
Oh,
this
is
week.
it?
They started painting it.
In the neighborhood?
Yeah, so
That's awesome.
it'll be done hopefully by the end of the month.
Yeah.
You know, weather pending, but because they got a late start. You know, it's one of those things. Nothing can go easy. It's been a week. I don't know if it's something in retrograde right now because it's been one of those like it's something for everybody that I've talked to this week.
Oh yeah, everything is turning on its head.
Right.
For sure. Like
Jupiter, what are you up to again?
Is that the sign?
I don't know. Like you know, the different things go.
Yeah.
I don't know how that works. I've never actually seen how things
like,
are
wow,
aligned. Like no.
Astrologically
I just
speaking,
always say like Jupiter's in retrograde. I don't know.
I don't know. You could. I have no idea. So you could just say it with confidence, and I'd be like, wow, okay. So I think I don't even know what I was going to say now.
I don't know, but I'm sure it had to do with nature and burnout.
Yes.
And
Yes. So maybe that's just
Something
it. My
fancy.
brain is burned out.
that's exactly what we're talking
Yeah.
about.
That's it, folks. So what?
Like this morning, I was like, I threw a rag in the trash.
Okay.
It not instead of like the rag bin.
Oh.
And then I threw trash in the rag bin. It's been one of those days. It's
Okay.
where the
Everything's on its
just
head.
like, ah.
So speaking of which, that's what I was going to say. Including myself. Like I was running, and like when you get a little tired, there's a lot of roots when you run.
Oh yeah, it's harder to pick up your feet.
I have just been falling all over the place.
Oh no!
Like I did like a power fall into just like skidded and slid into the mud today, which was softer though.
Well, that's actually a good thing we had some rain.
So but that's been and then there's some big news that happened
Big news you can share. You can share it.
No, I can't.
Why would you do that?
Well, stay tuned, folks.
Why would you? And I have big news that I'm not going to share. It's great.
It will.
You'll never know.
To be announced.
Oh, okay. So you will announce it
in future podcasts. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. It's good. It's happy.
You didn't tell me about this. Like you didn't
I know.
even tell me about this off screen. So.
Nope. I just like to say that. Maybe I just made that up. Yeah.
Now you better find something big to talk about.
Right. Yes, I am the new CEO of Lord Corporation. No, just
Yeah. Okay. I mean, not that I don't think you could do it or would be like elected to it or anything, but like I know where your talents lie, and I think you would be wasted there.
Yes, I even like I turned down like I work for a nonprofit, and at one time, you know, a previous executive director was on his way out, the guy that hired me, and a lot of people were like, "Hey, are you gonna?" A lot of people thought like,
take over?
Yeah. And I was like, oh, Lord, no, I don't want to do that. I don't want to be in charge of the whole organization.
That sounds like work.
That sounds like...
I'm here to do, like, fun things.
At some point, there's going to be, like, budgets and, like, columns.
And
like,
and
no, thank you.
People who have to focus.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No. I'm going to do what I want. Please. So... And surprisingly, they didn't pursue that at all.
Weird. And you're doing what you want.
I do.
How's business ownership, by the way? You are almost 1 year.
I know.
It's been almost a whole year.
I just thought about that.
I was training you this time last year.
Because it was around our birthday.
Yeah.
Yeah. Your birthday present last year was me buying your business.
Yep.
And
what are you going to do to talk about this year? You want a coffee shop?
No, thank you. What else of Giselle's I could buy? So, yes, it's almost been a year. It's fantastic. Honestly, we were just talking. We have an employee that was really the reason we were able to purchase the cleaning business from you. Is Carly she's amazing, and I'm like, we can't do this without her. So if she's in, then we can do it. And she's been in. She's training new people. We're bringing another person possibly on board to take one of the accounts and spread out just some of what we're doing.
Yeah.
So that's fun, and we've been looking at new accounts. And
I like that you're doing like slow business growth.
Yeah.
It's not like you're like,
We're
gangbusters, we're gonna, because there's so much you have to learn, and it's easy if you feel it out little by little. And
every new thing we're looking at as training.
Yeah.
You know, like, so quoting new jobs.
Yep.
You know, we actually had a quoting a really, really huge job that I just don't think we're ready for.
But it's good to get the experience, to do it, look at it, pitch it, like you need to do it. I did that early on too. And fortunately, I guess, you know, I actually got some of those, and then I was like, oh shit, like, how am I going to do this job? I got to hire 17 people right now.
Which is kind of...
I figured it out. I did.
Yeah.
But
which is kind of what we're struggling with, because like
I did do
really
a lot of estimates and stuff like that I didn't get, that I didn't expect to get, but I knew I needed to learn how. I'll never get there if I don't go see what it's like and know what I need to know.
Right. And you want to quote things at a rate where you're going to be able to take care of your people and make money at the same time, and not everybody likes that rate.
Right.
And it's interesting, depending on who you are quoting for, you get a sense that, oh, they're looking at other people because their people that they hired right now aren't doing so well, but they might not be doing so well because they're not paying them very much.
Right, you're getting what you're paying
Yeah.
for. I told tons of customers that too, by the way.
Yeah. And I think
when they're like, well, this is our budget, and then I'm like, oh, well, based off what I saw, you're definitely getting what you're paying for.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to be double that, and you're going to get it twice as much work. But the company you have right now probably would do twice as much work if you paid them twice as much money.
Yeah. Right.
So start there.
Yeah, they're not,
see, if
they're
they
not
say
bad.
No, they're not bad people, but literally,
you're bad at paying.
Yes, you're a bad customer.
Yeah.
You're like, you can't get everything. For nothing.
You want 4 stars for a 2-star price.
Especially in today's market. Yeah. Yes, 100%. Everybody always wanted top-notch work and pay minimal.
And
it doesn't work like that, people.
Every once in a while, you could find that for people that didn't value themselves.
Yes. Yes.
You know, like...
Facts. And that's usually like a one-off person.
Yeah.
You know, someone's aunt needed some extra cash.
Right. They're amazing at cleaning.
Oh my gosh, she just did everything for $20.
Yeah.
No.
They don't care. Like, they're just happy to have some money.
And something to do.
Right.
Yeah, it doesn't happen very often, and it never happens in a company.
Yeah. And they were sharing with us, you know, another position that they wanted to hire. They told me what they were going to pay that position.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay. No. We haven't been able to find anybody. Oh, shocked.
Weird.
Shock.
Yeah.
Weird.
I was offered a couple positions in different places where I had went in to do the work and stuff like that, and they're like, oh, you're so great, like you could come on our management team and like just run a team here, like so we wouldn't have to hire out. And I'm like, oh, what's it pay? And they're talking like $35,000 a year for someone to. I'm like,
okay.
Or you can. I am getting paid twice that to be the subcontractor for this.
Yeah.
Why would I do that?
Maybe I'll just manage myself.
Yeah. Just oh man, no. I feel like the market has definitely shifted. People understand they have to pay more. I mean, my baristas are making freaking $18 an hour. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like tips and stuff like that. It's crazy what they can make. So everybody's gonna have to step up.
Right, and
Okay,
people are self-advocating now.
Society, you didn't wait for the government to decide on increasing minimum wage.
Right.
It's a standard now. Like they don't have to. I don't know why they don't have to work. People just don't have to work anymore. It's an option. I don't get it.
I don't know how
that happened. But my bills need paid, and I gotta work all the damn time.
Right.
So.
It works for everybody but the small business owner.
Everybody wants to get paid really well for lightweight work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And everybody should get paid enough.
Everyone should get paid enough for what they're doing. Agreed. But hands down.
But the expectation, the pendulum always swings.
Yes.
And they're like, now you should pay me. Pay you more than what I make.
Particularly in your position, I'm just like, what do you people expect in a service-based industry? I'm like, wages are higher than they ever were for base labor jobs. Like, that has to be reflected in your cost.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
talk about burnout, man.
And we're paying people well.
Used to burn me out on that, like.
Oh yeah, I can
all
imagine.
The time, like trying to talk you into, doing more work for less, and like all that kind of stuff.
Right.
So but
and
you're doing it the right way. Like build up your team first.
Yeah.
Have people who are really so you can put,
So you're not
walk in the talk, so to speak.
Right.
So they're going to see your values straight away.
Yes. Yeah. And you're not so concerned about getting this work. You don't have to have it.
Right.
Like, and if you don't have to have it, or some people just feel like they have to have it and they don't. But I was desperate and had, like it was only $25 an hour when I got started, and I just took any job that I could get. And then as I started increasing my rates, people were like, well, it used to be cheaper. I'm like, well, it used to just be me. Now I have 20 employees. Right.
Like,
right.
Overhead. Things like that.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's happening everywhere. And you have to, like, as a business owner, like, so you're subcontracted, like when we have somebody clean the carpets for the apartments, his prices went up. And it was like 6 months ago you were this and now you're this. He's like,
Well, we were talking, a few podcasts ago about prices of stuff, and like food is 2 to 4 times the cost that it used to be. Literally looking at my comparing year over year, in just the first quarter, it was like what I paid for $8,000 for the first quarter was up to $15,000 for the same stuff.
Oh wow!
Year over year. I'm talking double, people. Like that's insane. That's so. I feel like things have kind of started leveling out now. Thank God, because I'm just like, I'm gonna choke if I have to do another price increase. People do not want to keep paying more for stuff, and I don't blame them. But also, the cookie costs double, like because the ingredients cost double. I can't eat that. I can't eat all that cost.
And you always wonder, because I'm not an economist, we should start having guests.
I know. People that have it,
because we always talk about stuff.
I wonder if someone knows about that.
We could get an expert and probably ask them, but then we would have to script something.
Dang it.
But like the idea of inflation, I was going to say inflammation.
That too, it's killing me.
Yeah, it is. It just hurts everywhere. So, especially when you like dive into a bunch of rocks. So when the prices go up, sometimes they're going up because some people are like, oh, we can raise our prices because everything's going up. Rather than like, do we need to do this to survive? Like, but then people take advantage, but then like everything goes up, so everything goes up.
Right.
And it's so frustrating because like, did it really have to go up that much?
Exactly.
So
yeah, and the whole just like needing workers and stuff. That's
Yeah.
part of my burnout.
Yeah.
Like the last couple weeks,
Yeah, you're short.
because I've got college students and they're very overwhelmed very quickly with life in
Yeah.
general, especially these COVID kids coming out of like COVID college, because all they did was just stay at home. They didn't
Yeah.
work. They didn't it just was nothing. And so now they have to work and go to school and pay bills and stuff. I don't know.
COVID kids.
Go back to regular life, and they're just completely overwhelmed with it. And so they like all of a sudden, a month into college, and a couple of them reduced their hours. Then one girl quit, and I'm just like, so I'm kind of tired because I'm pulling all weekends. I'm running nonstop right now, 7 days a week, and early morning to later in the evening, and then I go home and still got to do my computer stuff, and because actually doing business stuff. So I'm baking and working the bar, and just it's tiring, and I get it. Like I've been doing this, but also I say like I have been doing this forever because I've been a business owner forever, but there's some point at like maybe in your 40s where you just shouldn't keep doing it all.
Yeah. Well,
I'm like, this is not sustainable.
Well, I lived all the way through the 40s and never asked that question. So
are you asking?
But I'm a late bloomer. I'm a late bloomer. Always have been. So maybe now I'm finally asking the question. And I'm reading all this, ancient Chinese literature. Like, just don't do it.
Just don't.
Just don't.
Don't.
It's
Take
so
a break,
much
man.
less stress.
Go look at a leaf.
Right. Connect with the oneness of the universe and let things happen.
Yeah, well, universe needs to give me some energy today because I cannot consume more caffeine.
Right.
Has anybody else out there experienced burnout? Have you
yes,
done this?
please.
Is this a thing?
Share with us.
What have you done
Tell
to
us.
get over it?
If you're an expert on what to do about burnout in your life, we might have you as our first guest.
And I feel like this is like fall. It's just another season, right? Burnout's just a season of the year.
Yes.
Like spring, you're all energized. Summer, like grinding away, and then fall, you're like it's burnout, and then holidays. And I guess we all kind of like
I see.
take
I
a
thought.
step back.
Yeah, I thought fall was not burnout. Maybe it's just for us.
I think it's for us. I wasn't talking about everybody.
The season of burnout for Gisele and Andy is fall, apparently. Our birthdays. So, your birthday is?
And maybe you think about that, like, you're like, I'm about to be another year older. What am I doing with my life? Or is that just me?
Yeah. Well, I'm going to celebrate a birthday, and then I'm going to be...
Yours is the 15th. I'm the 19th.
Mine's the 14th.
You're 14th.
The race is on the 15th.
Oh, the race is on the 15th.
Yeah. And you're the 19th.
So your birthday's the day before the race.
Yeah.
And then, mine's the 19th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm going to eat a lot of cake on my birthday.
I'm going to visit a friend the weekend before. I'm going to have fun with her for just a weekend. I haven't seen her in a year. And so we're going to have a good time. And, yeah.
The weekend
I'm going to get to rejuvenate myself. Yes, the weekend you're killing yourself. I am totally taking a break and having fun.
Just pray or something during your shenanigans.
I will. Please let him live.
Yeah. We got to do another podcast. Well, we love you all.
We'll update you on what we did for our birthdays.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I'm going to eat tons of cake just to get all of my glycogen scores to max so that I can burn it off the next day.
I'll make you cake.
What?
I mean, it's what I do. I make cake and coffee. You want a coffee cake?
Just put it in a bowl with the cake. Can you make me a cake?
I'll make you a cake.
Really?
I mean, it's great. It's public knowledge, so I need to do it.
Well, they won't hear this until after my birthday. I made him a cake, honest.
Trust me, it happened.
That'd be really sweet.
Oh, no. Yeah.
Thanks.
Okay.
All right. Thanks, Gisele.
I mean, for not knowing what the heck we were going to talk about, that wasn't so bad.
No, it wasn't. Unscripted, the podcast where you still don't know what we were talking about.
We're not sure what we were talking about.
But it was fun.
Anyway.
It was a lot of fun. We had fun.
Till next time,
Bye,
people.
everyone.
Peace out.
Bye.